Hey everybody, welcome to part two. My name is Matt. You're watching JM Simulations. Actually, before I started recording this part, about 5 seconds ago, the frame rate was hitting 49. That's crazy. Just showing you how good this aircraft is actually on the frames. It's very good. But anyway, we left off just about to touch Briggs on Contact Washington Center. We got flight following the last part. Just to try and use the transponder and show how easy that was. Now we are turning right to intercept Briggs and continue on our direct course into Philadelphia. What we can do is we can try to see if we can get a star. I don't know if we can, but let's try. Why not? Oop. 29902. Okay, great. Let's see if there is something we can do. It's PROC. The progress. Is that PRG? Ooh, this is what I wanted. Procedure. That's what it is. PROC's procedures. Okay, I guess I can't do a Finland. That's not what I wanted. Philadelphia. That's what I want. Philadelphia International. Not sure what's going on. I'm confused. Clear. Okay, let's try it again. Let's do an approach. Select approach. This is really nice. Select approach. Enter. Oops. Let's do an ILS. 09 left. Okay, great. Vectors. Let's do it not vector transition because I don't actually have. I'm not doing it by radio, so let's do MKE. That'll work. Load that in the flight plan. This actually it descends and climbs really quickly, so we don't have to worry about anything at this point. Let's do load. That's perfect. Okay, load that. Clear that. Well, I know what we can do. Okay, so I'm starting to learn this aircraft pretty well, I have to say. Okay, just enter that. Set the active waypoint to MKE because it's going to be our first intercept. MKE is how far away? 63 miles. So we'll do that. And we can delete Philadelphia as a waypoint. Let me try and get it. Like I said, I don't have a mouse. So it's really hard to do precision thing with a trackpad. Try and get a mouse. I can get a nice mouse maybe. Like I said, I'm going to be buying a mic soon, which is something I've been needing. I have needed for a while. So we're gonna clear that. That's not what I wanted. Let me pause this so I can get this all figured out before we do a spiral. I can't do anything. Okay. Actually, no, I can. There you go. Enter. Great. Okay. Approach. Let's pick a different. At this point, let's pick a different. Let's make that and active. Okay. There we go. We'll get back on track. Okay. Great. Flight plan. We're good. Procedures. Select approach. I wish you could do an arrival. I don't really know how to get that yet. I guess we have to select an approach first. 09, that's not really cool. Let's see if we can find a better runway for our course currently. Alright, so there's 17. We're on a 308 right now. Let's see if we can get something better. 27 left. That is perfect. Transition. Let's get back up for the transition. Do we need one? Can we get one? CYM. Alright, let's activate that. Okay, so we're looking good. So we're going to take a right turn here and continue with our approach that way. We're about 11 miles from CYN, and then we'll continue our approach. I wanted to do this because I want to see how the aircraft actually does this. So that's cool. So now that's awesome. I guess we should have done the approach and arrival before we actually started the flight. But I think that was definitely good to try and do this, because this is something that I don't have any experience with, doing approaches in the Garmin 1000. So I've actually, no, that's not true. I've done it before, but I don't have any experience with this particular aircraft and doing that. So that's good to know. Much better off now for VATSIM, which will be coming out soon. By the way, the live stream that's coming up, I'm probably going to do another one soon. So follow me on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at J&M Simulations to get the updates. And I'm putting the links in the description. And this is going to be really important for you guys if you guys want to see these live streams, because they're going to happen. I'm going to announce them at least, say, 5 hours before they're going to happen. But unless you follow us on Twitter, you're not going to get those updates 5 hours before they happen. And what we're going to do is 5 hours before it happens, we'll announce it, and we're going to have it on YouTube. So YouTube is going to be the live streaming platform. I was going to have it on Twitch, but I decided that YouTube was going to be the best way that we were going to be able to use it. So I decided on YouTube, and that's what we're going to be doing. Also because I can't, it's going to be too hard on the PC to run fraps, to record it, to put it up later. So I'm going to have to, if you didn't catch it, you can see it later, but what's good about YouTube is that it automatically puts it up after. So that'll be good. Definitely a positive thing that Twitch does. I believe it does do as well, but not on the same platform. It won't go on YouTube, which is what I actually need. That's our main platform anyway, so that's what we're going to be using. So we're turning next, and we'll start a descent now. You know, why not? We'll set our altitude to 11,000 feet. And we'll get down to 11,000 feet, and then we'll do a decel and then continue our descent. So we are turning. We're going to probably not do the ILS. Actually, no, we'll do it. Let's do it. Okay, we'll do it. Why not? It's going to be 270, so let's set 270 on our heading. Just so we have that there, which is just straight west. There we go, 270. We're having quite a hard time actually getting on these lines for these waypoints, because I guess they're rather sharp turns. I don't know. So, continuing the descent on en route to CYN. CYN? Oh, no, CYN. I don't know what the next one is. It doesn't say. Maybe it's not an actual waypoint. So we are intercepting the. As you can see, we're intercepting the GPS path. It has a really nice autopilot system. Very, very nice. If you're on the fence about this aircraft, I'd definitely say get it. I'm gonna be flying this thing like crazy. Now that I know that it has all these capabilities, it's basically like it's like an NGX but tinier. That's cool. And it kind of bridges the gap between, you know, piston engine and airliners, which is great. So we're not actually going down as fast as I thought we were going. let's get our descent rate up higher. What we'll do is we will we have VNav. Well, I didn't even know that. We'll turn our speed select down to 230, actually 220 knots. That'll be good for now. So let's slow down to that and continue our descent. We're gonna need to get pretty low pretty quickly. I don't believe we have speed brakes, so that's not good. We still have a little way to go. Altogether, about 40 miles, 55 miles. So I believe we'll be able to get down that quickly, considering we're only at 14,000 feet. I believe with 20 miles to go, we should be at a stabilized approach path, approach altitude. That is. So we're straight this way. So the airport, maybe it's this. That would be awfully close, if it was. I doubt it. I don't think it's on the water, unless. Okay, that definitely is it. And we're far too close. But we'll, actually, no, it looks like we're gonna get down. Looking at it, it looks like we'll be able to get down with enough time. What we'll do, I'll have to take off. I don't know how to take off. Oh, there you go. Okay, we'll take that off. And we'll start adding a few notches of flaps. The flaps can be extended at this level, so that's no big deal. We're gonna add just a bit of drag to slow us down and get us down quicker. Don't want to stop at 11,000 anymore because we're below our speed. We'll go to 5,000. At that point, we'll be good, which is more than half of what we have already. So we'll get another notch of flaps. I know. I know. That's annoying. That's really irritating that we can't actually do that without having the gear out. So it's the airport. I'm pretty sure. I doubt it would be that close, though. I don't feel like that's it. I feel like we'd be able to see the runway by now. I mean, there's nothing else that it would be. But I don't know. It's just me not wanting to admit that I made a mistake. Whatever, we make mistakes. I didn't plan my descent correctly. Happens. Just still trying to see what we should actually do. Let's try and put more.
Check gear.
I already got the gear coming down, so what I'll do at this, I'll try to get quite a bit of drag coming, so that we can actually get down with, quite a bit. I'm gonna disengage autopilot for a little bit just to regain. We should try and do the instrument approach. I do want to, but if we can't get to an acceptable altitude, it's not going to be possible. So using a lot of drag here, we're coming down nicely. Our drag is definitely helping us. The aircraft's parameters are acceptable, so we're not stressing it too much. We're within acceptable operating parameters of the aircraft, which is good. What I'll do is I'll start a little bit of a turn out to the side, so we have more distance to cover. It might just have to be in a hand approach, which we can accept. The passengers probably aren't too excited about this, but unfortunately, this is the way it goes. So I'm just going to put more notches of flaps in. Just to keep that thrust, not that thrust, that drag really high. So I'm pretty sure that's the airport, but I'm actually I'm not oh. Let's follow the GPS because it knows where we're going. Oh, there's a lot of runways on this thing. We're 27 left. So I don't know if they're. We're actually looking like we're going to make a pretty good approach, to be honest. We're 27. We're 27 left. Okay, so I don't know which one the 27s are. I'm guessing it's that one right there. I put my finger on it, which you can't see. That one, I'm imagining, because that one is the leftmost. They're probably center actually. 27 center. That's probably a thing. There seems to be a lot of runways here at Philadelphia. Never been there. Never flown here in the game either. So gonna start letting up the flaps and put up the gear, so we can
check gear.
Actually do a regular approach.
Gear. Check gear.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Check gear.
I only have flaps 1 in, so I don't know why that's the case, but the gear will go down at this point. So we can actually try and do a instrument approach. Let's see if we can actually do it. Will this work? It actually seems like it's working. We're controlling the actual speed of the aircraft, but the aircraft is controlling itself at this point. Doing the instrument approach. Getting the center line, it looks like. I don't know if we can get... See if we can get the approach on here. There's the approach, there it is. We're starting to go down. We have a, I guess we have a crosswind. I'm not picking it up, but seems to be heavily crabbed. As you can see, we'll go outside to show you the crab angle. See, like we're pretty crabbed. We're not actually pointing at the runway. Here we go. We're just flattening out. The aircraft is doing a pretty good job of dealing with what we set up for it. I think we'll come in at a pretty good approach. We're going to set flaps full here. Let's make sure our view is straight. We're not going to need to look at the MFD anymore, so we'll actually... Oh. I guess the AP stopped. That's odd. The approach stopped. Okay, whatever. We'll just continue by hand. It's no big deal. Get our feet back on the rudders, because we are now controlling the aircraft. Get that throttle in. It's a little bit low on the pitch. I'm just trying to pick up the nose with the thrust and not have to do any jerking around with the controls. And we're not really under the VASI lights, so might as well keep it. There goes the pitch showing, the trim coming after however long I needed it. Looking pretty good. We're pretty stabilized on the approach at this point. Obviously we're vertically not extremely stabilized, but we're getting there and we're well on our way to stabilization. Almost there. We'll start to add throttle. Not throttle, we'll add the thrust. That's what I meant to say. Add thrust. We're on the center line perfectly. So we're going to put the thrust up to catch ourselves as soon as we hit the VASI slope. So we're not drifting below it. It looks, I'm using my visual reference, it looks like we're going to go under it. Not under, but it looks like we're going to hit it a little bit before that, a little bit after that, hitting the green grass, going over the green grass. I think we'll actually start to hit it soon. Actually, we're looking pretty high, but I don't think it's going to be anything that we can't fix by the time we are on our way to touching down.
500.
500, no big deal. Gonna start to pull back the nose. We're not using any throttle thrust because we don't actually need it anymore. You can see we're kind of getting the picture, getting the runway in sight. The runway is looking pretty good at this point. We're a little bit high, but that's no big deal. We got a long runway, a lot of space. So start to pull out the nose here. We didn't keep any throttle in because we don't want to float. So here we're on the ground. We'll give ourselves some time. We'll put on the reversers. I'm pretty sure there are reversers. Never mind, there are not reversers. So we'll just do some braking, and we'll take this high speed off to the right. And we'll take this off to the right. Oh, look at that. That's not what I meant to do. My bad. What happened was I pressed the... by the way, read the title of this video. First impressions. I have not flown this aircraft to this extent before. So, I apologize for that. I took the turn way too fast. I should have realized that. I don't know why I failed to realize that. But, whatever. I obviously made a mistake, so we'll go on. I'm not going to redo the video because I made a mistake. Certainly not. We'll continue the taxi. The problem with the taxiing is that go flaps out. The problem with the taxiing is it takes quite a bit of thrust to keep it going. As you can see, we're at 71% N1, and we're kind of just chugging along the ground. Maybe it's because, I don't know, the brakes aren't on. Anyway, I apologize for that that failure at the end, but overall the flight went well. I have to say the aircraft's really fun, and that turn right there was me forgetting that it's a very light aircraft, so that's my fault, clearly. So I don't need any hate for that. I know it was a mistake. I know what I did to make the mistake anyway, so won't happen again, especially not in the videos. So you can see we're getting takeoff config warnings because we need so much thrust. It actually thinks we're taking off, which is obviously not the case, but it believes that we're taking off because we need so much thrust to actually get this thing started on the ground. It might also be that it's small, so it doesn't look like it's going that fast. I don't know. From the inside, it looks like we're not going that quickly. Picking up some more speed here. Our ground speed's only 13 knots, so it's really not that quick. Yeah, we're gonna trying to go a little bit quicker so we can get in the parking. I don't know why I was saying shh because I thought I was gonna say shop, but I guess we're not going to any shop. Gonna try and get the parking quickly so we're not sitting here doing nothing. So overall, I think it's a very fun aircraft. I like it a lot. I say go pick it up if you're, trying to look for definitely the best biz jet I've had so far in flight sim. I think Carenado has a future in jets, and I'm definitely going to go on their forums and beg for not beg, but I'm going to tell them that they should definitely venture off and try to create a bigger biz jet, such as a Gulfstream or a Falcon. I'd love to see that. They definitely have a potential with the biz jet market. I think that people would love to see a biz jet that's bigger than what we've seen before. This is a parking area, so what we'll do is we'll turn around here. So I think there's definitely potential with Carenado and jet aircraft. Whether they're going to exploit that, we'll see. I hope so, completely hope so, because it is a fantastic aircraft, and I think that the modeling and the operations and the what's it called? What's the first? And the systems are very, very good. So that's all I have to say for this. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I apologize for that screw up at the end, but I don't think that it was. Honestly, I don't think that it did anything to the flight. Flight went quite well in my opinion. Don't know why that's not going there. See if this will work. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.